Okay, I want you to know that they're terrorizing me again. And they said that they want me dead. That they're gonna keep messing with my brain until I give up, until I accept Hitler. They're gonna keep on and keep on and keep on at me. Stephen Lawrence and Diana's murders are linked. Keep taking the nitrous oxide, Ellen. And where the fuck are you going, bitch? Something that one of my neighbours said to me that was very, very nasty. Basically implying that they were in prison and they're not going to let me go. They're going to keep hold of me in prison. That's what she was intimating now. Where are you going? Well, the thing is, I've said before, I've said what I've said. I said that there should be mercy for Horncliffe Road, but people want to be nasty and horrible, so. But they won't leave me alone, dude. They just won't leave me alone. I've already called DEFCON 1, Mr. President. See, they move me like this. A jerk, I got a reaction out of you. Go away, Puff. Go away, Puff. Puff. Puff off. Go on. Stupid Puff. Go away. Don't want to talk to you. Go away. It's messing around with the sensor in my mind. It feels like the sensor in my... Yeah, there you go. The heat. By the way, do you know when you force it down like that? It wasn't a force down. I simply opened up the lid and they fell through. Okay? So there was no forcing down. Like that, yeah. No, horrible group. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, we got desperate people on Horncliffe Road, dude. That's none of your business. Stupid Britain. He said, I'm making it my business. Well, I'm making it my business to catch you, motherfucker, because you're a terrorist. You're a lawyer. Get out. Get out. those anti-terror officers. Guns. Dead. That's what happened, dude. Oh, you want that to happen to me? Oh, because you're cleaning up your shit. So basically, you steal from people, and then your cleanup operation is killing the people that you're taking their life from. You're already fucking dead, pal. You will take your orders from me, directly from me, and you will comply with my wishes. I am God Almighty incarnate, and you will comply with my will. Bow before your God and your King. Bow before me. So usually the psychos respond to that, and they're like, "Oh no, I'm greater than you." All the time. I'm acting all the time, dude. All the time. All I can do, is be patient and wait for the authorities to do what they do. No, I'm not a Jovo, no. Yeah, I'm actually the universe. I'm the sun. I'm whatever I want to be. If I wasn't, you wouldn't be speaking to me. You want me dead? I don't care what you want. If someone says that to you, that they want to kill you, or the proper response is, I don't care what you want. It's what I want. I don't give a fuck if you want me dead, motherfucker. I don't give a shit what you want. It's what I want. Get that through your fucking skull, shithead. I'm gonna fucking get you. And I'm gonna put your head on a fucking spike. I'm gonna hold it up. I'm gonna cut your head off. And hold it for all to see. I'm gonna fuck you. This is protected under the Constitution of Free Speech. Thank you. Also, I was acting, so also thank you. The kid moving is like the one-upmanship all the time, and like the and that shows you how sensitive the system is, doesn't it, really, and how vulnerable it is, and why the authorities have got to be bam sharp on the point all the time. I don't know who you are, I don't know what you want. Please stop messing around with me. Please. It's the people around there that are always having a go. I get no peace. What am I supposed to do? I'm a captured audience. And the fucking police and everybody else knows about it. And are not prepared to bloody move me or give me some money so I can get out the situation. You bloody users. So yeah, Stephen Lawrence and Diana's murder are linked. Same group. Yeah, same group. said unto him, I said, oh, I don't know where that thing has been. Back off! Look, I know people might be trying to do the right thing, but, dude, just let the intelligence services take care of it. You know, they're very good at what they do. Let them take care of it. It's okay. And that's something I gotta keep reminding myself over and over and over. Trust in intelligence services. Don't bloody try and do it yourself because you'll cock it up. Alright? Trust in intelligence. That's what they do. Okay. Trust in intelligence. Alright. And sometimes I put a little bit of a tester in it just to see, trust intelligence. That's right. Okay. Trust in the people. Very good. No, not the people. Don't trust the people. No. I've already said trust in... You'll see what they do. They think that they can do what they want because they got covered. Not a little terrorist. Oh, the layers are the wrong way round. Switch the layers around, dude. That's what's causing the trouble. Stupido. Don't switch the layers around. See, as soon as the thought occurs, they slap it down. That's a thought I have to have. I have to think. Am I supposed to get up to 200 plus if you guys keep smashing the bloody thoughts down? I'm gonna create that much anger. The fierce white heat is gonna rip through your brains and your nervous system. It'll eviscerate you from existence, you little scum. I'm gonna rip your brains to pieces. I'll eat your brains in your skull. I'll rip out your nervous system. See, more acting. Cool, isn't it? Oh. Things, it's this ability of Fahimi is the amazing to learn a little to prepare to limit the. It's going round again now. Look, I don't know who the fuck you are, man. Leave the hell out. It's like I can't concentrate on doing anything, like enjoying YouTube or studying mathematics or anything, or just relaxing. I can't even relax because we were in a prison. You were the one who helped to put us in prison, so now we're not going to let you relax. Okay, well, I tell you what. Now you can fucking relax. Find him. Don't work with him. Kill him. Fucking kill him! I know that's totally the wrong thing to say and totally the wrong thing to do. Because really what we want to do is take the power away from them and then reprogram them and recondition them. But that takes a long time to do. It takes a long time to do that. Well, I'm willing to come to the United States if you're willing to pay for the ticket. But seeing as people are so fucking stingy, they're not willing to do fuck all. Oh, but hey, you're a stingy sod, you aren't you? That's how you became a fucking billionaire. Sorry, it's not actually you, it's the fake version of you. You want me dead? Fuck you. Like I said, it's not what you want, it's what I want. Sit down! See, that's why the army and the navy, the military are like that with people. Like, because the brain's got to learn to control the submission. But it's different for me because I'm actually the... fuck you when we actually want you dead. As I said, I don't care what you want! It's what I want! Now sit down and shut up! The ragings of a king. Roaring. Ragings of a king it is. In Proverbs, I think it is. It's the ragings of a king. It would be fantastic in the extreme if there wasn't life anywhere else in the universe, the Milky Way galaxy, or the universe. It would be fantastic if there wasn't. Now you watch it and stop killing my left hemisphere off and stop fighting me. He's misrepresenting me. He's lying to you. He's killing my fucking brain off all the time. He's a lying little sack of shit. He's a worm. So, okay, now as I say, I'm prepared to work with people, and I said there's even forgiveness for Horncliffe Road, but if people are going to belittle me and just be nasty towards me and derogatory all the time, you can go fucking suck your own dick. Oh, but you do, don't you? Yeah, dude. I know you're so fucking jealous of me, man. That's why you belittle me all the time. Right, the fucking thing's controlling me. It's controlling me again. I don't know what any of this stimuli means. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it's coming from. But it's trying to control. If I'm connected to somebody in America, which is more than likely true. Hello, how are you? Love the United States. Awfully sorry about what's going on at the moment. But I don't understand, dude. Alright, this is why I try. See the smirk there? I'm trying. I want. Obviously, the CIA and FBI are analysing the video, so that's why I'm doing this. So you can decode what the hell's going on. And in what sense was I with that man? In what sense? Would you like to answer that, please, Bob? Would you like to answer that too? There's actually something I would like to ask Bob, by the way. Because he thought I was going to go on to such and such. Yeah. Thanks anyway, Bob. By the way, as soon as I can get out of poverty, I'll get you $1,000 plus a bit of interest. Appreciate the room and board, by the way, there, Bob. Thanks very much. Were you really angry? Were you upset? Were you, Bob? Well, look, dude, I thought it was the time to leave. Things had got messed up. I thought, well, it's just time to go. So that's all it was, man. I know, I mean, thinking about it later on, I mean, I could have possibly, you guys could have rearranged it so that I could have re-met the people. I just took it upon myself just to get the hell out. And it's probably the wrong decision at that time. Well, I feel alone, feeling and experience, and I don't know who or what's going on, but I've read between the lines. I can figure out that people with beards and things are involved, and others. And I'm very mindful of the United States, but it's different over here, fellas, and it's horrible. Yeah, I can still feel you middling around. Not cancel the sarcasm. Sarcasm, go away. They're coming after me, Tony. You see, well, they're doing something. If you're evil, you'd make it feel nice and lovely so that you can do your evil stuff. If you're good, you make it nice and pleasant, nice, so that you can do your good stuff. So I can't tell whether what you're doing is good or evil just by making it nice. There's got to be freedom, but people, it's like doing what they're doing is just wrong. The literal speed of light. And I helped with the spiritual speed of light thing or the spiritual light thing when I was in the United States. You got the Star Trek analogy. You understood that, right? That's what the yes. Even you forgot now. So your actions are admitting, and your speech there then is admitting that it was the Star Trek thing that you've been using. No, I'm very thankful, very grateful. But you see, the authorities know I'm very grateful, very thankful. What about you? Are you very grateful, very thankful? Or you just want to fight and argue? And... Of course, there'll be no money. Oh. Hey, to the authorities, you don't give money, you. No. You don't help people in that regard and fees and stuff. And governments don't have contracts with corporations and people. They don't do that, you know. No, oh no. Look, if I understand, but your sarcastic puffiness is causing it difficult for me. because you want me. But I don't care what you want. It's what I want that matters. I don't care if you want me dead. Don't you get it? I don't care what you want. If you want me dead, I don't care what you want. So put your hands behind your back. You get arrested. Okay, arrest them. Oh, and if I am connecting to the police at the moment, please be careful when you arrest them. Please. Thank you. They are stupid, yes. The people who are going against the powers and the authorities in Britain and America and Europe are stupid. Yes, they are stupid. There is no need to demonstrate. There is no need to tell people how clever you are. If you just work properly with the authorities, it will all work out. But you're leaning upon your own understanding and you think you know what you're doing when you don't. This is why I'm not taking any action and I'm being very patient because I don't understand myself. So I'm waiting on the powers and the authorities to do what they can do so that I can get into some sort of recognized mind config delta or mind config arrangement that enables me to understand what the hell's going on and make sense for me. The fact that he said he used the word delta shows that he doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, I tell you what, shitbag, you put all your cards on the table and I'll arrest you because I know for a fact you're a charlatan. You're trying to steal my work. It's already in the public domain and it did it in the United States. You're trying to prove something by strong-arming my mind and making something of every little thing that you are programming. You are judge and jury, completely illegal, and so is gender bending. It's trying to control my breathing. What good does it do in you taking me over if I've got no bloody money? Can't you take us over en route? When I hit frickin' American airspace, can't you bloody reconfigure me then? What the hell are you doing, dude? I'm gonna have to pawn my phone. My phone is the source of the internet, so I won't have this internet capability next week. It's all gonna be gone. They're very concerned about whether they're stupid or not. I don't care whether I'm stupid or not because I know I'm bloody intelligent, and also I don't care if I'm stupid. But it's so important to you that you appear not to be stupid. Oh, cunt, you call me cunt? I wish to return to America as soon as possible. Trust me, as soon as possible. But I do not want to return to the United States of America without £1 million and a passport. or if the United States government can pay us, because Britain's prepared now, and I think it's worth at least $1 million, and then I'll return to America, and then we're gonna have a rip-roaring argument, you and me, aren't we? I can feel it. I love you, America, and I always will be, but we're gonna have a fucking see that was like my dad, my biological father. We're gonna have a rip-roaring argument, aren't we? No, we're not gonna have a rip-roaring argument. We're gonna have a great we're gonna oh crikey. We're gonna oh. Oh. Hey, I've been looking at, the strippers and stuff, in the LA strip. Oh, I tell you, some very fit girls there. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, absolutely beautiful. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Yeah, it's totally lovely. Yeah, no, but you see, this is where men go crazy on them because they don't understand. It's like, yeah, they're beautiful and everything. You gotta respect them. See, they're trying to put the disrespect thing onto me. Sod off, pal. They're not for you. You didn't slave in the United States. But I think the girls, they understand me, and I understand the girls, and I think they're beautiful. And girls, as in, vaginas, because the prison people over there and over here, they get screwed up. But yeah, so this is why I like to keep it light and fluffy and good, because I genuinely like that, you see, and genuinely light and fluffy, and genuinely nice like that. Real. Yes, but just like the universe, I have the capability of rawr! Right? Is there? Yes, that's right. So you can have a beautiful summer's day, gorgeous and lovely, with a beautiful, lovely breeze. It's gentle flowing through the air and through the trees and everything. It's lovely. Or you can have the storm everywhere. I suppose that's another way of being universal, isn't it? Yeah. So you got this range of emotional expression. That's the thing of it, isn't it? The range of things, and it's so difficult, ladies and gentlemen, to try and get control and to have the expanse of emotional expression, mental, intellectual expressionism, and to be to be as raging and as hot and as violent as a storm at sea, or as gentle as a beautiful summer's day with a gentle breeze. It's so universal that. And I think it's trying to gain mastery of yourself and control. But you see, the thing is like there's so many things that control you, and messing you about. It's like, dude, you're making a mockery out of self control. You're making a mock. Excuse me. You're making a mockery out of self control. I mean, that's really what's going on. The idea of I understand if people go to they make the comics, but bloody hell, old boy, it's like it is absolutely awful, really. This is why I say I don't want to see it, I don't want to hear it. I really don't. Um, so look, dude, I've just been 4.5 years of my brains beaten out here in Britain. So I don't know jack. And like to put that much shiznit in, I don't know my elbow from my bottom. I think you see what I've noticed. You see, this is another thing as well. It gets a little bit. It's like the higher intelligent, the higher up you go, you do become more sexual. You do become more intelligent. It's very, very sex and intelligence are linked. Okay, they're very, very connected. And sex and intelligence. But saying that, sometimes I become so intelligent at it, or I become intelligent in a way that the sex thing does not become important. Um, yeah, so what I suggest is you get me $1 million on a blue passport, and then when I get into American airspace, reconfigure me, and then I'll get an RV and I'll go on a road trip, and you can fine tune me as I'm going along. That's the way I'd love to. I'd love to return to America. I'd love to. Oh, I've had I love Britain. I love Britain, but I've had such a terrible hard time of the year. Oh, it was not like America. Wasn't anything like America. Oh no, it was absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Oh, and please stop trying to take my cerebellum energy. I don't appreciate that. Okay. So I always end up looking like a total bastard. Always. That's nice of a minute. You know I care about people. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Between Britain and America. Look, I truly appreciate what Britain has done for me. Okay, I truly appreciate it. And Britain, America even tried to recoup from what happened in Kendall because they got screwed up. All right, and I think they didn't really realize that, and then they've been using it all for themselves rather than for me. And it's like I can't understand. We had a program here for me to try to understand power and get mastery over it. The bloody little buggers used it against me, and they used it for themselves. So I've been trying to just bloody well keep the status quo while I've been here, and haven't been making any progress with respect to power. I mean, there's been little events that I've been interacting with, whatever I could glean from that interaction I've tried to learn from, but not very much. And the people here in Britain are a little bit, they're being bastards about it. But then the funny thing is, they sort of like get an equilibrium forming, and then they start to remember, oh, Tony, you're all right actually, and then they level off, and then they realise that I really do care about people and I love people. And it's like, look, we've been trying to help you guys, and then they realise, and then they realize, oh, boom. Yeah, Antalya. Yeah, I just seen a picture of Antalya. I think there's a problem there. Yeah. use, it's not fear, they wave or interfere with the nervous system so that you can't think properly and you accept what they want you to say or to understand. All right, so it's almost like I think it is like a programming that takes place. Yeah, basically, yeah. Well, this is where I gotta be. My lack of experience is causing the trouble as well. So look, this is what I'm saying to you fellas. Whatever you're trying to achieve around here, just drop the bloody stock. Get me $1 million, a passport, and let's fuck off. America knows what the fuck it's doing. But Britain knows what it's doing. But the people around about here don't bloody know what they're doing, and they're causing trouble. So, I've asked them, I said, can I leave Blackpool? And it's like, they've got their way of doing things, which I appreciate, and it's very fine in particular. And the bloody terrorists, if you want to use that word, know it as well. All right, they're just bloody domestic terrorists, which comes from a lack of knowledge, experience as well, and people interacting and persecuting. It's like persecution is just, you don't really know what you do precisely, and just keep messing with people. Yeah, but you're blaming me as a cover because it's to try to hide what you're doing. And then they realize, it was supposed to be for Tony, was it? Yeah, but you know that, and you bloody well took control of it and used it for yourself. So there's no point in being in Blackpool anymore. And the fuckaroos want me out of it. Yeah, so let's get out of Blackpool, man. It's no good here in Blackpool. I'm gonna have to return to the United States. Either that, or maybe go south. Go south. I'd like to go and live around London somewhere, but maybe I think the United States is really the place that I need to be. Yeah. Look, it's easy for anyone to get fooled, and it's easy to be taken advantage of. And if you're not in your proper group, and you've been taken advantage of, and you've been hurt like I have, and people that are working together in a group, the only thing I can is to rely upon groups and organisations to do their work. I just gotta literally sit tight until, and I feel like a total twazzick, because that means I feel like I can't do anything, and I'm reliant upon you guys to do your work all the time, and I'm just sitting here and feel like a twazzick, like, okay, I'm supposed to do this great whatever, and all I can bloody do is sit here and do nothing. It's like, I feel, if there's a way of being able to bring me to the United States, I think we should be doing it on American soil. And I think probably Britain is probably just about had enough anyway, to be honest with you. And I will always thank the British, I'm very, very grateful, very thankful, very grateful, very thankful. But I think I need to do what I think we need to do. I mess around with accents all the time, but I realize and understand that it might cause a little difficulty for you guys. So I think returning to the United States is the logical way forward. But I want something. Well, I want something from the President of the United States that says that the police can't arrest me under any circumstances. Okay. Now I know you guys have such a thing, so I'd want something along those sort of lines, and $1 million before they'd even consider returning to the United States. But America is the place. Oh, have you been caught now? He said he doesn't know how high. I would love to shack up with my previous partner who walked out on me, but I think I need to connect with somebody prior to that. on the East Coast. I want to make this with those guys because I think they were absolutely terrific and absolutely brilliant. And something I misunderstood, and I thought it was an instruction, a complied with, and security nabbed me and frog marched me off the freaking premises. So, well, a little bit of inexperience on my part, and there was also this reminded me a bit of the witnesses and things going on there, and I was like, oh man, I just at the time, I understand that. That's fine. Oh well, now we should see some serious shiznit then, eh? Yeah, we'll actually finally get something done. Always, now you sure they're not fake? It's got to be the real thing, because if it's fake, see, they always get me confused with Louis. No, it's supposed to be God. We're supposed to have a cool relationship with God. Oh no, 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 no. The way this works is that prior to that, I see, and this is what I thought you were trying to do. No, the proper relationship is I am to BG, not I am to RB. But well, I don't. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if I what it's like I love pornography, right? I love women. I love sex, straight sex. I love beautiful women. We were making lots and lots of beautiful women in the United States, um, but there's so much to managing. There's not just the bodies. There's the brains, intellect, knowledge. There's so much to it. And at the end, I was just being used, dude. I was just being used, and somebody else took control of that and started to manage that. And so I'm not really objecting to it because I'm willing to go through a tremendous amount. Um, what do you mean, dude? I was the one that was being used, and I can tell you right now, I can come before any organization, okay? Any organization. I know exactly who and what I am, and how important one's role in the scheme of things are. But I'm poor. Yes, I'm poor. So I need your help, dude. Could you please help? How does one pray to oneself? I like love. Somebody said, what would you ask for? I'd ask for love. Solomon asked for wisdom. I'd ask for love. Because, like, God is love. So I'd ask for love. You can't get any better than that. But, of course, you need the wisdom along with it and the justice to control your power. Because it's that power, it takes so much, doesn't it? And it got all the military and intelligence and government and religion just to keep control of the construct and make sure it works properly and everything. Oh, we've had a terrible time over here, America. A terrible time. Oh, it's been absolute horrible. Oh, for I'm sure that But this is, as I say, this is what the training program is supposed to be about. But I think somebody hijacked it and used it for their own benefit. And because I didn't have experience enough and how to do that, I got basically bamboozled. I got struck in the nose and the head when I was in Kendal, so all the marbles went all over the place. I was perfectly all right before then, and then I come in to Blackpool and the whole shiznit's hit the fan, as they say. But you see, this is what I'm saying, and I'm saying if there could be mercy for Horncliffe, because they've shared this with this experience and getting the thing under control. So I'm like, if it's possible to be mercy and blessings upon Horncliffe Road, because they have gone through all these trials and tribulations with us, yeah. So I'm very grateful, I'm very grateful, but they could turn on you in an instant. Oh, careful! Oh, shiznit! Oh God! Oh, now what do we do now? Oh my goodness! Oh. I would be so precise with the phenomena, and well, this is the thing of it. I end up turning into this, but I'm still, but there's so much you guys. I so admire you, so greatly. Admire so greatly, I'm very, very grateful. Very, very, very thankful. Very grateful. Thank you. But this is Tony and also Ian. Okay, my name is Ian Anthony. Now, Anthony is long for Tony, and Tony is short for Anthony. So my name is Ian. There you go. Ian, Tony, Moss. And Ian is John in Scottish, I think. So John, Tony Moss. JTM, I suppose, if you're going to use that. So you could actually use the name John to me as well. So either Ian, John, Tony, or Ian. Yeah, that's right. Ian, John, Tony, or Anthony. Crikey. At least, yeah. Yeah. I commanded him when I was in the United States of America. I thought his response was superb. Absolutely superb. He didn't quiver or question in any way, shape, or form. That's why I said, be blessed, your blessings upon your family. Because I was learning to be a God in the United States, and or the phenomena, the understanding of what a God is. I was learning to be God in America. And what do you mean, you know what I'm saying? And I come to understand what it is that makes the United States. And if 3 and 2 can put together, you can understand what I'm saying. So, and I want to return to America as soon as I can. But I can't because I don't have any money. And the thing is, they're holding me sort of suppressing but the thing is, it's taken 4 years to get over the situation that happened in Kendal, and it's still not right yet. I'm very, very, very grateful and very thankful. Very, very thankful. Thank you. Very, very thankful. Yes. But you got to understand that there are criminals that are trying to take advantage of me. Yes, I can exceed you. I can exceed you by a very great degree. There you go. Example of humility. And it's very difficult to be humble because the power and the greatness is so great. And I know what I'm capable of solving. I mean, I just learned recently I could actually I could go past the method test. Okay? And it's like if they enhance you, you could, I don't have to prove that. But they can enhance you and make you go even further. Oh, but at the end of the day, I want to be useful to the government, dude, and to the people. All right. No, it's like, but you see, you're going to start watching and observing, and you're going to start interfering and messing about. So the test will be nullified. Yeah. It's like, it makes you wonder whether, well, that's it. It's just group integrity that we're talking about. In the end, it just turns into group integrity, doesn't it? That's all it is. Which is, I can understand mission critical. Yeah. Or perhaps you're just slowing me down to make it look like you're faster. No, it's like this is always the thing about it. It always yes, dude, yes. Always goes that way. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America and become a citizen of the United States. I want you to. You're not going to throw that research in the bin. No. Although another interpretation of that means oh really? Oh, Ted. He didn't realise that it meant step up into wealth rather than and it's put us into poverty, into the nut house. Because he thought like jail, nut house, right? Oh, what a mistake, Ted. Oh my goodness. Oh, that would have offset so much suffering, wouldn't it? If they'd just done that. See, this is what I was saying before. I had the monologue here. It's like, don't turn your backs forward on your siblings, all right, and family members, right? It's always important to be nice and considerate towards your family members. If you're total bastards, it's like I was saying before. It's like I came home from the United States, or came home. What home? I came from the United States. My wife's left me. Dad. What does he bloody go and flipping do? That's like example of my dad talking. He sticks in a bloody nut house for fucking 3 months. If your wife had left you, it would have been like, oh, come on, son, let's talk about it. Oh, come on, you got nowhere to stay. Oh, come on, will you stay with us? And we'll talk this through. That must be absolutely emotionally wrenching for you. Not my dad. Total bastard and put us in a fucking nut house for 3 months. What a bastard. What a shitbag. So, I think he must have been under some sort of brain control. What a shitbag. Under some sort of control. Ah! Come here, Dixie. Come on. Come back. Come back. So whoever was programming my dad and talking to him and getting him to do whatever they wanted him to do, those people are in trouble. Because I think that my dad has been under brain control. Either that, or he has wanted something, he's done something, he's trying to keep it secret, and he's with the mafia or something, I don't know. Or he's with some group or organisation. It wouldn't surprise me. The disgruntled group of the Blairs, Freedom Space, right? The disgruntled Blairite generation, my dad's generation, totally, absolutely. You're fed up of me? It's not me that's doing it to you. It's somebody else that's doing it to you, so that you'll blame me. Ted? See, this is the point where it's like, yeah, you know, we should know people. It's like that, you know me. I'm still Tony. But when they have a go at me and they control me, I'm not necessarily myself. Like right now. It's easy to become a puppet, isn't it? And you are free to go to prison for life. And if that was true, wouldn't you just get a word through? It's like money. A single one word understanding. If you're having trouble communicating with somebody, you don't want a massive long monologue with them or even conversation. You just want this information, the irrelevant information delivered. Don't be having bloody fucking conversations over the bloody net. And you're not actually talking about yourself in that instant because you spin it around. You spin it around, know exactly what you're doing. You're always making it so it's the other person's fault, not your own. I don't know. I don't know. I've been kept in the dark the entire time. I was homeless in the United States. I got a flat there, and I've had my brains beaten out spiritually and virtually for the last 4.5 years. So I don't know jack shit. So if the Americans are pissed off, they've got a right to be fucking pissed off. And if Britain doesn't bloody release me to the Americans, Britain's going to get its ass fucking whipped. It should get its ass whipped. Well, I appreciate that the authorities in this country have got their hands full. And in that sense, they're doing the whipping. Alright, so they're getting the whip in the ass of this country into its proper config state. Okay, so appreciate that. So the authorities are actually doing the job. But you know, Britain, if you need some help getting the country into good order, if you need any help, dude, just you know, because France has already put the on Britain, haven't they? I noticed that the other, yeah. But it's good for you, Britain. I know it's like discipline at the time is not joyous but grievous, but afterwards it's gonna be good. So work with the authorities. This is my advice to the young kids, to the people. Work with the authorities. You've worked with them this far. Keep working with them. All right. Be patient. It's gonna come out good because they know what they're doing. They're good at what they do. So be patient. And I'm gonna take my own advice there. You see as well. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, I think what you need to do is you need to get me $1 million and a blue passport, and then you can config Delta me on route as soon as it American airspace. Because there are people around here, babe, that are getting into my brain and screwing it up and offsetting all the good work that you do. And then added to that, my lack of experience, and I feel as if you're wasting your time on me, love, and I don't want that to happen. I'm very particular, and I remember that when I was in the United States, and some of the confrontations that were had, spiritually speaking, that is. And it can't go on like this. It just can't. I just. See, you make a statement, that has multiple interpretations to it. How am I supposed to decide which is the right interpretation if there's multiple interpretations? You know, this is why I'm saying don't talk to me, don't interact with me, because I don't genuinely understand. Yeah, that already happened to me in the United States. Yeah, just while we're on the subject, it's the religious people. It would be absolutely phenomenal, as I've said before, incredible if there wasn't life elsewhere in the universe, in our galaxy. It would be, it would be, it would be phenomenal to think that there wasn't. No, nobody's told me that, dude. See, they plagiarize my work and they claim it as their own, and they start lying. They're just a bunch of lying, copying thieves. And you see, what makes it even harder is that academia, certain elements within academia, are absolutely against me, but their comments should be directed to my father, Ted Moss, rather than to me, because Ted did get entangled or observed something, and as a consequence, so please direct your comments towards my dad. Yeah, he lives at 180 Kingsway in Highton. That's in Liverpool, Great Britain. He's a really nice man. You'll like him. And I want you dead, motherfucker. Like I say, I don't care what you want. If you say you want me dead, I don't care what you want. Oh, you want to shag me up the ass, do you? Oh, you were shagged up the ass. Well, like I say, you voted for Blair. You voted for him. You got him in. He did what he did. He produced a whole bunch of corrupt fucking agents, and they went around destroying things and trying to take over and rule the world, and they fucked up. So don't talk to me about that, Tom. He could have covered it. Well, as I say, I'll phone him right here. But you know, Stephen Lawrence and Princess Diana, you know, they were both murdered. They're the same group that murdered them. There's a link between them. Yeah. Stephen Lawrence murder and Princess Diana's murder. There's a link between them. The same group. Why is that fuck you? You know Princess Diana was murdered. Yeah, this is why I'm saying if the CIA want me to come over to the United States, I would pay for me to come over, and I would love to be on American soil, and I'd love to work for the American government. For real, dude. You know, we're going to go to the moon and everything. I got a lot of suggestions. I've noticed you've actually taken those suggestions on board, which is totally cool. It's like you using me, I did. And so, you know, I would really love to return to the United States and work for the US government. I really would. And I think, you know, I want my own corporation, but I think the sort of things I'm talking about, I need the power and the wealth and the strength of a government, not necessarily a corporation. Okay, and I appreciate that, but I need the government. But I don't think Jews are stupid, do you? Far from it. I can feel it, but I don't know what any of it means. I can't think when you take control of my brain, dude, and you perform me. I can't think. Yeah, yeah. No, I got the breaking up, the smashing up thing, and the reforming of it. I got that. I understood that. And then if you apply this face mask that keeps everything stable while you're programming, so I can understand there's lots of things that you guys can do. Um, I'm humble, dude. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. Um, I don't have any right to question what you guys are doing. So that's why I put up with a lot, dude, because I don't know. You know, love and forgiveness are very, very important. How? I'm Tony, but they're making it look like they're trying to blame me all the time, and they're looking for ways to blame me. Understand? Correct. I am what you call an innocent victim. That thing that you don't recognize, or if you do, blamed. The thing that you blame, the victim. Yeah. Oh, you want me dead? Well, I don't don't care what you want. No, I think the gay guy cut. But like I say, the black girl and the gay guy had some sort of interaction. And I don't know what interaction they had because I wasn't there in the vicinity at the time. I only found out that there was some sort of interaction when I returned. But in saying that, I didn't actually see any interaction between the gay guy and the black girl in the Greyhound station. All I know is that the gay guy spotted me and came towards me, and I thought, oh, I better get out of the way. And then I knew that the black girl there was a black girl there, and so when I returned, I'm assuming that the gay guy and the black girl had some sort of interaction. But of course, it may have been that somebody else could have interacted with the black girl, but I think there's quite a high degree of probability that says that the gay guy had some sort of interaction with the black girl, and the black girl ended up the worst and was possibly cut. Her brain was cut, was it? I don't know. But she was on the flipping floor. She was all right when I walked away, and then when I came back, she was on the floor, and people were around her. I like, oh. You see the way they... There you go. That's right. They're constantly trying to blame me. Don't forget the Constitution, America. Freedom of thought, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of... Come on, dude, don't let me down. Freedom of speech, freedom of... See the way they... You control my brain. I don't have any trouble recalling that. Please don't control my brain so that you make me look like a turd. Speech, religion. I can't remember. They're stopping me from thinking. Constitution, here we go. I'm going to have to look it up because I can't remember. Civil liberties. Ooh, what are the 5 freedoms in the Constitution? Oh, here we go, there's 5. 5 freedoms protect speech, religion, press, assembly, and the right to petition the government. But there's the freedom of speech, the freedom of... by the First Amendment. America, I am sorry for not remembering this, darling. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of... That's me up. Speech, religion. I can't remember what the others are. Freedom of expression. That's right. Right there. Freedom of expression. And and the thought that I had immediately imprinted on the black. So freedom of religion, freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and so expression, expression, the right to do things, freedom of speech, writing, speaking, making your information known, the freedom of your religion. Stop interfering with, and we need the Second Amendment right. Yeah. I hate it when they stop me from thinking. That's exactly what they do. They strong arm and pro forma your brain, and then they prevent you from actually thinking so that you can remember because they want to make themselves look good when they're bloody not. And I don't want to know you. I'm trying to cut off my flipping nose now. Action. No. Speech. Expression. Nobody's telling anyone. My name's Ian. What's the last one? It's the no one is in the United States. It's messing my brain up. It's the way they tried to make people look like an idiot. Oh, you did it on the left, that girl there, see there? That one. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. My brain's been that fucked up ever since I came to Britain. No, it just shows you how difficult it's been, what Britain's had to deal with the people. They've had a terrible time with them. Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of religion. And what's the last one? It's it. will use nuclear weapons, yes. You used them in World War II, and you will also use them in the 21st century. If the fascists do not give up and give in, because we know that they've taken control of the world, we know that the fascists have controlled the world. If they don't give up, we're going to use the nukes. So fuck you, shitbag. Oh, I think I've got some drug dealers. I'm fighting some drug dealers at the moment. It's from us. But, darling, is it the correct information? Or is it just based on what these people are feeding you? So now people think of freedom of expression and freedom of speech, but then they've associated with that freedom of want and freedom of fear. It's not freedom of want and freedom of fear. It's freedom of religion, expression, speech, and see the word speech, they tried to see that? Arrest the fuckers! Arrest you? Well, why don't you? It's no good doing it on British soil. We've got to go to the United States. See? Well, you intimidate me, and you force my brain into being stupid and slow and slowing it down and preventing it. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I've had 4 years of this, Britain. The United States isn't like that, darling. No, it's your version of the United States. America, just please bring me over to America. Just bring me over, literally bring me over to America. I've had enough of Britain. We're done! What, don't you like shouting? You don't like me shouting? Aww. But I know for a fact that America is much more intelligent and knowledgeable than that. And Britain, there's a group of shitbags in Britain that are fucking well giving the wrong information to America and trying to rule America. America, stand up for yourself and rule Britain. If Britain's gonna have a go at you, fuck Britain. Fuck her! See the way they're twisting it? So they don't want people to remember the four expressions of freedom. Speech, religion, expression. I can't remember the fourth. Yeah, he's a thicko. He's a real bloody thicko. and he believes in the army, and he's not that intelligent at all, and he just likes to fucking, well, belittle people and tear people down, and it's like, dude, fuck off. Always having a go. He's always killing me brain off and everything. And there's a fucking other dude over there, and there's next door, but they're a little family next door, so, you know, and then there's bloody assholes this next door this way, and then we get some fucking God knows what is up the road. So I got some fucking further people further on down. No, you didn't, you see. You read my thoughts. My thoughts are programming you. Hey, dude, have you got anybody who actually knows what you do in Britain? Fuck you, want you. You don't. I don't give a shit if you want me, Mr. Puff. Sod off. Go away. I don't care. I don't understand. I don't care what it is you're offering me. Bill who? What bill? The Bill of Rights? What are you talking about? You forget, don't you? Religion, expression, speech. Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of... What's the other bloody... Thoughts! Oh, shit! Yeah, that fucking thing that they don't want you to do. They don't want you to think. You know, that thing that they don't want you to do. Think. The little buggers. Listen, I have tried all these years to control my thinking and my memory, and tried not to think for such a long time. It's like, it just doesn't work. So, you know, I just think. But every thought they use it against you. Oh, the children have forgotten. The children have forgotten. Well, I actually like that gentleman a great deal. I've got a great affection and respect for that gentleman. And I have to apologise to people for various recent gaffes, which weren't really gaffes. It was a sort of calculated risk take. Ah, yeah, go on, man, give him loads. It's good to be a risk taker, Ted. Fucking hell. Well, you can stay in your house, Ted, till you bloody die. Anyway, the freedoms: religion, freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and freedom of thought. I'd go thought, speech, expression, and religion. Although freedom of thought and freedom of religion are probably connected closely together, or not. Yeah, so you have the scored 235 in the United States, literally. I've actually able to control not only the weather but machinery as well, with nothing more than just a palm of thought. Go through CIA. I do not want to speak to anybody else. Golly. But this is you. This is what I mean. It's like when you take over my brain, I can't think properly. I can't do it. ever put me in jail again, so my God, if you ever put me in jail ever again, you scum. You scum for doing that to me, Jerry. You fucking scum for doing that to me. You know what you did. You know what you bloody did, Jerry. So anyway, give me some money, bring me to the United States with a blue passport, and you can configure me on route as soon as I hit British to American airspace. From British to American airspace, as soon as I hit American airspace, you can reconfigure me, can't you? Just get away from the crazy Brits. The crazy Brits! I don't care what you want. And I don't care what you want either. What you will do as you're goddamn told. And I'm commanding you to do as you're told. You understand me? Don't make me come over there. America. Don't make me come over there. Don't you make me come over there. I mean, if I come over there, America, if I come over there, I'm going to tan your backside for you. I'm going to tan your backside. And it's a lovely backside as well, isn't it? You know, proper heart-shaped and everything. It's gorgeous. I'm going to tan your backside. I mean, how can you tan that? Well, basically, just going to tell it all. Oh, it's been awful. It's been absolutely awful. I want to love Mexico. Oh, yeah, still love Mexico. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're really great people. I love Mexico. Mexicans, they're really great people. Very beautiful. Very intelligent. But the buggers, though, aren't they? Yeah, the stubborn buggers. The stubborn buggers. No, but it's so sad what they do. They're adorable. They're a lovable race of a family of, not race. They're a lovable family, aren't they, the Mexicans? They're a lovable family. And it's sad what they're having to go through. It's like Mexico. Oh, you know. I know the buggers for copying stuff, and if they get found out, oh, you gotta erase everything. So I would like to get with the proper people now, America. I'm awfully sorry for what happened in Miami. That should not have happened. I apologize to America and Britain. And, I still want to do a deal. Yeah, that's right, yeah, I still want to do a deal. But I do know you, okay? So it's no good saying to me that you don't know me. It's no good just saying you don't know me because you do know me. And the FBI know you know me. And the FBI knows that I know you. Okay? And does the CIA know as well? You know they know. You know they know. Okay? So let's stop messing about. Okay? Because there's lots of fucking families around the world. And and if they're slaughtering each other, okay, while this bullshit is going on, they're slaughtering each other. So let's try and give some consideration on it, okay? So let's get this resolved, okay? So I tell you what to do. You get me $1 million. You give me a blue passport. You get me this little dog tag that says don't arrest this man under any circumstances, and you bring me to the United States. That's the way you do it. And then we come and have a chat, we sort things out, we do a deal, and everybody's happy. I help, I already helped NASA. But I'd love to continue to help NASA. I want my own corporation. I want it to be on American soil. I want to be in Silicon Valley, and I want to do all these great, amazing things. And people say, "No, but that's just like yeah, that's right." And that's why there's loads of different companies in the world because people have similar aspirations, don't they? Ooh. I am not talking to you or them or anybody. See, as soon as they want to hook people up all the time because somebody around here is pissed off with Flat 4. God knows what you've done to these fucking people, Steve, but they fucking want to hang you at any and all costs. Right, so they're going on in him all the time and they're fucking using me to try to get to him. I feel sorry for this guy, what he's been through. Alright, so I generally feel sorry for him. But they're trying to bloody get to him through fucking me. I'm fed up with it, man. What can we do about it? Don't flash. No, don't. Okay, what you gotta understand is that when you're with me, every feeling, sense, image, thought, speech, everything gets imprinted upon the world. Okay, so you gotta respect me. Please, can I hook up with lovely lady? I've missed lovely lady in my life. I've missed lovely lady. I would love to live with lovely lady. And I loved the one very much so that I was with in the west coast of America. She's a very lovely lady and I really loved her. But we went through some terrible, stressful times. Oh, they were very, very stressful. And we worked through them. I thought she was a total true. Oh goodness, she's a total star. She's a total star. She's a total star. I mean, she was very much more even, like needing to get things done than me, because I'm like, I was like, come on, that time she was like, that was me. And there's this one time, when she was, I don't know, she had something too much to drink or something went wrong. And she was lying there in the soil, and they said, just leave it there. I'm not leaving my girl in the fucking soil, dude. So I picked her up, and she's like, well, no, leave me. No, I'm not leaving you here. Come on. And I picked her up and brought her along. But anyway, I really wanted to get with the people from Miami because I screwed that up. I mean, I could have just sat there, but I thought it was an instruction. If they hadn't said anything to me while I was sitting there, I'd have been sitting there. Oh, it's all gone now. It's all wiped clean. That's all wiped clean now. It's all gone. It's like it never happened. Okay, in fact, it didn't happen. Okay, it didn't happen. All right, so I don't know. I would love to meet up with you guys. I would like to meet up with somebody with whomever from the United States. You know, there might be somebody watching this video right now who might be interested in getting with me. And but you got to realize, darling, that I've been through a terrible time of it here in Britain, and I'm still the same. I'm still the same, you know, laughy, jokey, funny me. But you see, remember that I was supposed to have like a harem, because all part of it, yeah. And well, obviously that was too darn sexy, and it just went off and had its own. That thing had its own corporation, went off and had sub corporations, families, and goodness knows whatever else. You know. And if you're looking for spy, I mean Mexico, very very spicy, very very hot. So you love all that. I think it's tremendous work, and I think people did tremendous work in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. You know, and I think after that things just went a little bit caca. Oh, I'd love to get involved in any capacity that would further the brilliance, the glamour, and just the love, just to bring love back into porn. I mean, have you seen the way a lot of porn it is? It's like what the shit are you doing? That's a woman, not something you're just gonna. What are you doing, man? You know, it's like they're trying to like fucking. It's like that's not porn. Yeah, but have you seen? She very satisfied afterwards. Yeah, but I mean, for the camera's sake, dude, it's like, you know, it's not loving, it's not expression. You know, it's just, you know, almost, yeah. It's horrible. That's not love. You know, porn's supposed to be about love and about sex and about all those delicate emotions and feelings and sensations. What they do is they come along with a bloody great big fucking 10 billion watt bloody light bulb and shove it in your face. There you go, man. And you're like, oh, you can't feel any sensations, subtle sensations at all. And it's like the love, and I mean, you know, even just as I say, of the 90s, the 80s, 70s, it's gone. And it's like, you know, when you get like this subtleness and this sensitivity, people are like, you know, oh, but they do understand though, because they want it for themselves, right? That's the other side of it. It's like that they want to aggregate all those sensations for themselves. And like as I say, because my penis was cut when I was a baby and it was re-sewed up again, it stimulated my brain and it's created some circuits in my brain that have given me possibly some sort of advantage. I don't know. But I think they were trying to like reverse engineer that, and I think secretly they're trying to take advantage of that. And they've been using those circuits in my brain because they've been doing it to me this last 4 years. There was nothing wrong with my orgasm before I came to Great Britain, and now it's all screwed up. I found it very, very difficult now to orgasm. I find it very, very difficult. So that circuit is not being triggered, is not being stimulated. Well, there's just not another group of people that are just going to have the power removed from them, and so forth and so on, aren't it? Maybe we can remove from them the power of speech and thought. Oh, is a fight even to? Yeah, but see, the thing is, this. I don't know which, because this guy, he plays both sides. Rafael plays both sides, and I can understand because he's in a very difficult situation. So he plays both sides. So so people are like doing it to their own advantage because they just want to show how superior they are and how I should be in the position and not you. What you're forgetting is that I was in this position way before, okay? And if you're trying to somehow subvert me and try to earn it, you can't earn it. It's a right that's been given by the universe. And if you try to earn it, you're going to end up distorting something within the construct. That's why what you're doing is very bad. You're distorting it. It wouldn't matter, because as soon as you've constructed it, somebody around here will take advantage of it and then send me to the shitsville. Don't give me anything. No. You'd be stupid. Oh, is that what you wanted to you, was it? You're stupid, were you? Wait until I return to the United States. Because Britain's just going to take advantage of it. They're just going to rip you off America. You see, I hate saying that, because I want to love my country, and I want the best of intentions, and I want the goodness for Great Britain upon Britain. But having observed the way things have been going out here and working in Blackpool, they're just going to rip you off, dude. Don't waste your spiritual capital. You know I'm extremely intelligent, but if you fuck up with my brain and mess it around and pro-form it, I can't think. It's very delicate. My mind's very, very delicate. You guys are too strong with it. You're too rough with the brain. Way too rough. Way too rough. They just said I'm too rough. See, and they immediately defend themselves. You're way too rough. So stop reflecting back to me my words. Okay, I'm telling you, you're too rough. Which is what happened to me and my partner in the United States. They got into my brain and they started to try to make me be rough with her. And I wasn't having any of it, because I loved her. And so I prevented from being rough with her. Well, let's put it this way. When she left that room, she was perfectly alright. There was not a mark on her, right? But then when she went right around the corner and met some people, I have no idea what happened then. Complete, total, utter conspiracy. Well, you can tell that to the FBI then, can't you? Because they know everything about it. Greet. I wanted to meet you in Brooklyn, New York. Meet as in greet, shake hand. How do you do? Hello, not eat you. No. Are you taking responsibility for the liquidation of those Jews? Go to prison, because that was fucking murder. don't you bloody well say sorry. If there's any animosity between their group and the Jews, that's hate and it's murder. It's a hate crime. Absolute murder. It was total absolute murder. Fuck bloody breakout. I said it was like, you know, what's the name? So I don't think it was an industrial accident. I think they did it on purpose and for real. Hello, Michael. What are you doing here? Yeah. Oh, they're still going on about the water. I sipped a bit of water. From a, you know, like that, and then put the rest of it in the bin because I didn't know what to do with it. Basically, in retrospect, I should have drunk the lot and then put the empty carton either on the side or on the windowsill or something. But they're making a big deal out of that. Yeah. Please don't waste your spiritual capital on me. Britain doesn't understand, and I'm getting pummeled every day. Return me to the United States, please, and then we can. And you're trying to talk about yourself again. Right, so the prisoners try to take control. People in prison, they try to control. Oh, we're going to create another paradox. We're not supposed to know who you are. I've had enough of this silliness between Britain and America. You will sort it out this very night. Woe betide either of you, Britain or America, if you fuck this up. If either of you fuck this up this time, the world has been ordered to fuck both of you. Alright? Because we've had a bastard enough of both of you. You understand me, Britain? You understand me, America? You understand? The world's gonna fuck both of you. Now there's your warning. Now take it on the chin. No, don't be taking on the chin. Don't be using rhetoric like that. Alright? The world has told you. Now, both of you, sort your problems out and start working together properly. Alright? That's right. That's your big great granddaddy telling both of you off. And if I have to come down there, Britain and America, and slap your asses for you, I'll slap them. Now you be good. I couldn't keep a straight face through that scene. The world's gonna have a go. See, this is the thing. It's like Britain and America are buggers because they know what they've done to the world, and the world knows what they've done to them. And like, I mean, sometimes I feel like ashamed being British. I feel ashamed being British because I know that Britain's been a fucking absolute little bastard. And poetic justice, really, isn't it? Considering what Blair was trying to do, and like, you know, Britain going through all this terrible time of it. You guys voted for Blair, and what did Blair do? Did he take any notice of what you wanted? Democracy, democracy, my bastard ass. That motherfucker rode roughshed over this country and the fucking world. That's what that bastard did. And you fucking suckholes in Britain voted for that fucking fascist Nazi, right? And he got into fucking office, and he just rode roughshed over fucking everything. So if anybody's got to blame Britain, you've got to blame your bloody selves. The same in America. They voted for bloody Bush. All right? So the people who voted and knew what they were doing, you've only got yourselves to blame. Well, there it is then, isn't it? You've been conned. All right, the new con. The best of intentions. The road of what's the name is paved with good intentions. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. So it doesn't matter if you were trying to preserve the past, you were trying to recreate it, whatever freaking excuse you can come up with. Oh, let me just explain this. So Britain, America, the world commands you to get your houses in order. And if you don't, there's going to be suitable chastisement. I don't know how do nations chastise through isolating and the treaty agreements. Yeah, there's all sorts of things that you can do. Yeah, but at the end of the day, this is where I was saying, like, I'm really concerned for our little island because I really want us to return. That's right. It's like I really want us to return to the days of British glory and the fact that before the disaster, before the spiritual universe collapsed, and they turn around and say, "Oh, the spiritual universe collapsed," and then we went to it. It's like you guys fucked up, all right. And never mind, it was an opportunity to rearrange the furniture. You guys fucked up, all right. And I know you fucked up, all right. So but yeah, so we really want the best, and I think that people say, okay, well, we're giving them, give the fascists the opportunity to prove their point. They had all the resources, all the access to everything, and they couldn't. Simple as that. They failed, but yet they got into a position of power, and they had access to all resources and stuff. But effectively, they failed, and they failed not once, they failed twice, and now 3 times. So essentially, there's been a world war. It's been the secret war. All right, there you go. And as a consequence of there being a secret war, we've had 3 world wars, and that means that you've been defeated 3 times. Fascism has been defeated 3 times. Now, how many more times have you got to be defeated, fascists, before you start to understand what's going on? As I say, the only good fascist is a dead one, and the only way to stop a fascist is to kill him. And it's like there's people around the world, because you bastards, you are. And if I think the authorities are at the point where they're getting to the point where you're going to have to kill the fascists. You're going to have to kill them. The people who are openly blatant fascist are connected to criminal underground gangs and mafias, because that's essentially what they are. They're underground mafia fascist organizations. They're gonna have to kill them. And I think that's what we're seeing. We're seeing people getting killed and all the rest of it. And in essence, you get those self-flushing toilets. You remember you were talking about? So in essence, the self-flushing toilet phenomena is actually taking place, and that's exactly what's happening to them. So let's help them all. Yes, let's sweep them along a little further. Right? You're so disgruntled, you can't get out, you can't do whatever. Fuck you. You fucking use people and you screw up their brains and you tie them up so that you can have what you want. Fuck you. I'm going to take my side with the authorities and the establishments and the governments, right? And screw your fucking mafia bloody bullshit. It's like, look, the mafia or the familiars are good for managing, all right? But they're not good for bloody ruling. That's what the governments are there. That's what the intelligence agencies are there. That's what they're all there to help, all right? And you're stupid because you're cutting yourself off from so much help and assistance that the system could give you. We know you like the fucking garbage collectors of the world. We know you like bloody sharks going round the sea collecting and cleaning it up. Okay, so, you've got a job to do. But it doesn't mean you can go around bloody ruling. You can manage. But if you're just going to tie everybody up, dude, which is what I did in the United States. I gave the command in the United States, so I counted the command now. That command has been counted. It's now disappeared. And so they can't lock anybody up anymore. All right? So we have freedom. We're creating freedom. Don't forget, we've got restoration America restoration. All right. And when Donald was talking about making us great again, I know you're talking about possibly the involvement of this Britain and America and Britain, and we've got this special relationship with each other. But I mean, it is true to make America great again. There is an essence that America and Britain has completely lost, and the older generation have that essence. So that's why those people are so very valuable and they're precious, because they have this class, this way about them, right? And it's like as I was saying, I tried, and it's like I think some younger people have got it, and they're able to replicate it, which is a good thing. But I'm from Generation '69, and I think somehow we missed it, and I don't think we're as good as my grandfather's generation, with respect to what we're talking about. And there's something definitely missing. I feel as if there's just something I can't, maybe it's because I was brought up as a witness, maybe that's what it is, you know. But there's something I just can't seem to like engage. It's like, I used to describe it as like trying to put a car into gear, and it's like it's just don't go into gear. And so I don't know what the heck was going on there, dude. So that's the way it feels to me. All right. So the world needs Britain and America to be healthy and wealthy and be leading the world. And I swear to you, I will bust my gut to make America and Britain. I'll do what I can as a British American to make both our countries rock and roll. However, I can do that. If that means me coming up with great ideas that have never been thought of before, that's what I can do. And if I can make a company out of it, great. But I really genuinely believe in Britain and America. We've got the greatest team on the earth. We really have that. We are special. We are a brilliant team, America and Britain. We are really superb. And, I feel so sorry for our country. And it's like, that is not me. You just seen an image, wrong image. Really genuinely want our nation to return to greatness. And as I say, Mrs. Britain, you're very, very sexy, darling. Could you return to your place? I didn't mean to have that image then. Okay, somebody. No. I'm not interested in being a puff. Stop gender bending people. That's not the only way to do it. I know what you guys are looking for. You think if you can make yourself beautiful and all the rest of it's a way into glamour and to money and stuff. Is not, fine, but don't bloody use me as a stepping stone, dude, so that you can configure your body on your brain to make yourself look feminine and like a woman. All right, don't be controlling my brain so that you can do that, dude. I'm trying to release everybody and create freedom. You see, that should tell you right there. Can you trace that, please? Then put a sedative in her arm and send her to sleep. Oh, and give her some nitrous oxide as well. She's saying he hates me, he wants me dead. Look, I don't know who or what, but that's the thing of it, alright? Yeah, right. The crying game. Yeah. that. I really, it's an incredible movie, The Crying Game, and it's a source of a lot of the transvestites that have been going on, transgenders. And as I say, I think a lot of men that have chosen that as a career course are tremendous. I mean, incredible. I mean, if you get it just right and you look really like a woman and you've got that way about you, that classy way about it, it's absolutely terrific. But I still don't want to shag you, dude. Okay, and I don't want to marry you. Okay, and women still have the upper hand when it comes to femininity. All right, but as a pattern for women, well, this is what they say, isn't it? It's like for women very often to like become sexy. Sometimes it takes a man to show a lady how to be. And it's kind of funny that it's kind of because men. It's like, look, if you move in this way, that's the response that we're because we know men know what sexy is. All right, and girls may not necessarily know that, although intuitively they're gonna have a knowledge of what's sexy because girls have got that intuitiveness built into them. They know how to use the bodies to make themselves look sexy. But the best person to advise a woman is a man. Because it's like, crikey, darling, when I see it, I know it. And I know how you make me feel and how you make me, So it's like, a man is in the best position to advise a woman on how to be sexy. Alright? And this is why very often in the entertainment industries and stuff, you get men that are in positions of educating women on how to be. All right, that's right. It's very ubiquitous, yeah. Thing in the entertainment industry. Okay, so men know what turns them on and what appears sexy and what is nice, and and so they're in the best position to be able to advise women on that. So. But have I got any? Listen, when I was, you can imagine growing up as a witness. They're very strict, the witnesses, on that sort of thing, on masturbation in particular, on fornication, adultery. Very, very strict. And if you don't adhere to the strict Bible lines, you're out on your ear, right? As they say. Well, there's an expression that says a lot, doesn't it? Yeah. You're out of their organisation and you're disfellowshipped, as they say. You see? So it's very. So you can imagine me growing up and my penis irritating me all the time. And when I was growing up, it was irritating all the time, dude. All the time. It's like, oh my goodness. And I didn't realise that I may have had a medical condition at the time, and that there was something physically wrong with my penis. I just grew up. It was only recently when I was in the United States that the Americans helped me to work this out. It's the Americans that worked it out for me. It's like, dude, you've got a scar on your penis. And I'm like, I've got a scar, It's like, essentially, this is I'm not having a conversation, but this is what I'm working out. It's like, I've got a scar, and I was like, oh, and I'm putting pieces together. It's like, I was a baby, and my mum said when I was a baby, they tried to circumcise me, and then they didn't circumcise me, stitched it up again. And it's like, I was going through all this, and I was very embarrassed. I couldn't talk to anybody about it. I couldn't talk to my grandparents I couldn't talk to anybody about it. I couldn't talk to anybody. And so I felt very, if I should have done really, I should have gone to the elders and said, look, I got this problem with my wink, what the hell's the matter with it? The thing is constantly being stimulated all the time, and I don't know what's wrong with it. So I suppose if I didn't grow up with Jovo, I'd have gone into porn, I think. I'd have been very good at it and all. And as I say, I think as I was growing up all that time, it's created neural networks in my brain that have given me certain capabilities. Right? So I think that's what they were trying to atrophy. They were trying to atrophy those neural networks. Hopefully they haven't, because those neural networks are very important. But saying that, they did cause a great deal of distraction when I was growing up. Alright? Not so much now as I'm older, right? I was older. It was still difficult in my 30s and 40s, and it's only just recently, the last since I come to Britain actually, that it's sort of died off. You know, um, so and I think that's sad because I think that the sensations and the feelings associated with the orgasm are so priceless, so precious. And I think, as I say, I'd be having sex every day. I think it's one of the most amazing things that a human can do is having sex. I think most people would agree with that. So as opposed to all this stress, terror, and torture, and it's like we need to have more sex in our lives and have sex which is much more fulfilling and satisfying and just so much more loving. You know, I think a lot of people these days. I mean, I don't want to speak for families like, but maybe you get 10 minutes at night, once a month or something. I mean, and it's not going to be good for family that 10 minutes. And then if you add to that, you stress, you're fighting, and you've got to men and women need to have more time together like that because that creates the loving relationship. It keeps that loving relationship together, doesn't it? And if you're not getting it, as one lady in a church said to me recently, she said, "Are you getting it?" No, I'm bloody not getting it. I think she was trying to talk about something else. You see what I mean about the? Oh, I suppose religion. As I say, religion can be a bit sexy, but you got to be careful because obscene jesting is actually frowned upon on the Christian thing. So, so you got to be careful with that. But so uh, so yeah, I've not had my leg over for the last. It's got to be 6.5 years, 5.5 to 6.5 years, which is I think it's so sad. To have a loving relationship, to have a loving experience with somebody. I even considered when I first came to Britain to go and pay for it. Not actually have the sex, but at least to have some sort of visual stimuli. Because it's just awful. Fucking any, and I mean, it might be all right for people not to have sex, but as far as I'm concerned, it's something that's really important. And if that aspect of your life dies off, well, I think we're losing something very precious in life. So you see, this is why people listen. Having sex and having an orgasm and masturbation and all the rest of it are all part and parcel of being human. Okay, and it's very, very important that humanity keeps that going. All right, because if we don't, because I've noticed, if you noticed on the internet, the replication rates in the world, baby rates in the world have dropped off. So it's actually quite a serious thing. If we don't have enough babies being born, well then humanity is going to go. We're climbing up, and capability is going to fall off. And I think we need to have more and more kids in the world. We need to have more and more people, and I think as managers, we've got to look into that and understand that people are not having enough kids. And I think that as I say, okay, if we're not having enough kids and we're just going for the pleasure thing, which I totally understand and appreciate, and especially young girls, they want their careers, don't they? That's right. They want to. So at least having lots and lots of sex and lots of orgasms, you know. Um, and people, Solomon, he had 1,000 women. He'd be having sex every single day with Solomon. And sex and intelligence are connected. There's something that go hand in hand. So the higher intelligence, the more sexy things become, the more, you know. So this is the thing of intelligence. It's actually a very, very sexy thing. And I think if you remove the femininity from intelligence, necessarily a good thing. So that's something for planet Earth to think about there, I think. For real. Yeah, I just printed on myself now. Is to have more kids, make sure we have more kids. If I get into a position where I got money and I'd have lots of women and I'd loads of kids, I would definitely have loads of kids. That'd be a terrific thing, you know. But you've got to be in a position to be able to, you know, be a good father to them, haven't you? I would rather not be a father, to be honest. And I actually don't have the inclination to actually be a father. I don't have the inclination whatsoever, really. But I do have the inclination for sex. Female, male sex. See, you just flashed an image of a naked male in my head. Can you... Saying that, I'm not particularly proud of my body at the moment because I've become a lot sort of fatter around the middle. So since I've been here in Britain, I've put on quite a bit of weight around my midriff, and also my penis is shrunk. I got shrunken penis syndrome, right? So my belly's got larger and my penis is shrunk. Now I've actually felt tissues inside my body, and I can feel that there is definitely a tube, and it's recessed right inside my body. So I think what's actually happened is that the muscles have sort of either loosened and been configured in such a way so the penis is actually receding inside the body. All right. And so what I think needs to happen is that those muscles need to be tightened again, and so that the structure can form properly, so that you get the proper, you know, right? I know there are procedures that you can have that can correct that. And I think what's happening to me, that there seems to be a general wasting away of muscle, and it's sort of accelerated since I've come here to Britain. And my arms, as you can see, look, see that? It looks chubby and fat on the monitor, but in reality it's not. It's actually very thin. The muscle is there. See there? That's all it is, look. That's it, and it's wasting away. Same here. You can see this. It's becoming flabby. Look, see the skin? See, the skin is coming away. And the muscle is reducing underneath that. I'm getting like this excess skin here. My calf muscles are good, and my leg muscles are pretty good. My shoulders are good. My shoulders are pretty good, and I've got you know like the proper like Superman torso. I've got that. That's my torso. Looks like you need to see like the proper sort of like superhero sort of top or torso. I've got that. I've got that like the proper shape, which is kind of cool. Like, but because the muscles are getting relaxed, it's like it's all getting right. So I basically need to get out of Britain and return to the United States and get plugged into lightning again. And I think I'm just gonna have to like deal with, or come to some sort of what we need to do, And I'm very, very, very open to suggestion as to what we need to do about things. But I felt very much stronger in the United States, physically stronger, and I feel very much weaker here in Britain. And it's like I'm just tired of fighting things all the time, But it's like, but I'm very grateful and very thankful, very grateful, very thankful. Maybe we don't have a solution to the problem at the moment. Maybe the configs are such that we don't have a solution. So I'm just gonna have to live how it evolves, and then however that then plays out for me is just going to be the way it is. What I was thinking of doing was getting testosterone shots, and then using the weights to like build up the muscle. And then what I was thinking was, if the muscle gets built up, that will then eat the fat. Also, I was thinking about getting liposuction and then passing the fat on to NASA. Do you really? He's like, really want me to process all that fat? I'm gonna. So what I'm trying to say is, if there are any sort of possible, sexy relations or anything, I'm completely spoiled by my fat belly and my shrunken penis. So I'm kind of like, I'm a bit more embarrassed now with respects to that. Not that I don't have the kahunas to like demonstrate, show, and get involved. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I think my penis is a great thing, and I'd love to show it off. If women can show off the breasts, right, I think you fellas should be allowed to show off your dicks. Like, look at my dick, it's fucking brilliant. So this is where nudist beaches. I was going to go to a nudist beach because I noticed there's nudist beaches all around Britain. And but as I say, I'm not really, I'd love to do that, to be honest, but because of what nature's doing to me, it's making it physically impossible. People say, "Oh, you just become." I was always a brain dude, but the penis was very, very, very sensitive, and the sensations and feelings from it were just incredible. And so I was jerking off every fucking day, every day, or every night actually, every freaking night. So I figured out, yeah, that's right. Between that amount and about 12,000 times, I must have jerked off about 12,000 times. And the trouble with your body is these receptors and stuff. Because one of the things we were working on in America was like cleaning the receptors in your brain, so that you can. And the application for that obviously would be like for smoking, for drug abuse, stuff like that. So if you can clean the receptors in your brain, you can. So there's all sorts of stuff. Yeah. It's all part and parcel. I'm open to discuss anything. There's nothing I'm frightened to talk about and talk about quite openly about it, as you can see. And I've got absolutely no qualms in going into a situation and doing, I mean, no, I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that because I think that is incredibly stimulating and but I think there's a certain mafia family that have taken that on board. There's a certain family that has taken that on board, and they've just, and they've gone off doing all that sort of stuff, and people say, oh, it's wrong. But the thing is, we need this. We need the stimulation. We need the mind conflicts because the world as a whole can't forget. So we need various families to make the configs and to do certain things for us. And I know it's not looked on as a nice thing in polite society and stuff, but without those configs, you wouldn't be able to feel the way you feel, or at least people within society wouldn't be able to feel the way they feel. All right, which would have an implication for business, profit, would have an implication for societies meshing together and working properly. There's so many things that sex actually solves. And as you know, so sex is really a very, very important thing. And if we don't get it right, or if not enough stimulation is produced, well, I think society becomes very bland, and it's terribly not exciting at all. And of course, what we've been through has been really quite awful. And I think that people. I think it's probably time to leave the video here, and I'm not sure if I should delete this video because people might have, you know. Um, but I'm presenting this as a way for you to study, and just as another way is because I've not been online, and I don't think it's right that only Great Britain gets to see what's going on, or the United States only gets to see what's going on. But I think at least Team Britain and America should ever know what's going on. So that's really the reason for that. I do realise there's implications for the integrity within the airspace within those countries, and so it has to be done circumspectly and properly and correctly. And this is why I'm dependent, most reliant on organisations and people within our country. Countries. So with that said, I still want my cooperation, and I don't want to be browbeaten into a situation or accepting. See, he said, you told me you would accept, but you won't accept. Okay? And you've got to accept that I won't accept that. Alright? I'm not going to be a puff. I'm not going to be a transvestite. I'm not going to be just some layabout, lazy bastard. Right? I'm not going to go to prison. I'm not going to waste any more of my life. I've got a tremendous amount to contribute. And you guys have been stealing mind energy configs and thoughts and trying to use them for your own self. Okay? And for that, my friend, you're going to get hung, drawn, and quartered. Okay? Because I'll fucking see to that. So you better respect me, you little bastard. Okay? And you better respect the powers and the authorities that are. Because if you don't, we're going to liquidate you when you sleep. We won't need nuclear weapons. We'll just liquidate you. And in fact, I would like to work with the Americans on creating a weapon that does just that. Okay? So entire armies could be liquidated from either a tank-sized object or from the air, from an airplane or something like that. And if you've got soldiers on the ground, you can just literally liquidate them where they stand. Alright. So, I hope everybody understands where we're coming from. I don't like to be forced, and I don't like people gender bending, and I don't like people trying to get away with the people's work. Right? So, that's what I'm going to say on the subject. I won't say any more. But we will be developing weapons, and if you noticed, the United States in particular, how the weapon systems are being developed. So that's all I'm going to say to you people. Alright. Alright. That said, and hopefully I know it's terrible that you've got to sort of resort to that sort of situation, but sometimes there's just no other way of getting through to people and saying, look, this is what we mean, this is what we want, we can't allow you to do this, people have got to be free. Alright, that's right, freedom. People have got to be free. And if they're not free, we've got to create freedom. Hold on, I've already just had an event right there then. So, it's like, it's alright for a while, then it gets kakakad, and then it goes alright for a while, and then kakakad, and then alright for a while. So, but to the authorities, and I'm very grateful, very thankful, I'm very grateful. Okay. So that's the reason really why I can do subtle things. I could do subtle things, but the thing is, I think people might get a little bit, ever since what happened to me in Kendal, I've been very reluctant to actually get involved in anything along those sort of lines, because people just, you know, and the opposite sense of that is extremely successful. So I'm very, very successful at what I do, and so a bit of a, yeah, a bit of a victim of my own success there. So, you know, but as I say, there are certain things you can do, and you know, I think I can overcome the slight tire down, and you know, slightly modify actions and behaviour that would still result in a satisfied result. But I'll let you know about that as time goes on. In fact, you'll probably get to hear about certain things. But as I say, so yes, you got to be very, very simple. And it's like if people are just, see what's nasty about it is that people are trying to catch people, and I think that's probably what's happened to Prince Andrew. I think, you know, trying to make configs and do the right thing, and maybe just being a nice, decent person, and somebody's just come after you because you're a high profile person and we're going to get you. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. And so I think that's very, very nasty. What's happened to Prince Andrew is a damn shame, because he's a totally, he looks like a really, you know, he's a really nice guy, I think, Prince Andrew. And I think that lady, you know, should be thankful that, you know, that she'd even met a prince. You know, it's a feather in your cap, darling, and for you to like stab him in the back like that, and you know, try to extort money from the royal family is just totally the wrong thing. It's just totally bad. But you know, it seems as if everybody's at it these days, and everybody's stabbing everybody else in the back because they want to make money and they want fame, and you know, yeah. Well, I suppose ultimately at the end of the day, the cat knows what the real situation is. It knows the real food from the fake food, and even though it's got to present the fake food to everybody, everybody knows what the real food is. So, so there we are. Right. Well, having spoken on a variety of topics there, I think I'm going to leave the video, and I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful, and I think I shall possibly leave it there. Well, lovely to speak to everybody, and lovely to say hello. And well, maybe we can meet up. We can meet, or we can not meet up, but we can meet at some point in the near future. And when I say meet, don't forget, I don't mean I want to consume your body, you know, knife and fork, and you know, eat you up. No, I actually mean greet in person. That's what I mean. Is it just me? Okay, so love and sweet dreams and kisses to planet Earth. May the population of planet Earth be blessed, and may you have your problems solved, and less stress in your lives. I think there's been a great deal of affection and love poured out, particularly here in Blackpool and Britain. You know, there's been tremendous amount of love, actually, really, and I think that's a beautiful thing. So I coined the term of the, you know, the age of love, and you know, we're at the information age, but I think it's the age of love, and I think, you know, we're gonna fall in love with ourselves again, and I think that people are gonna remember the glamour and the romance of things, and the, you know, the love. And beautiful if we could return to those sort of days, because I remember those days and I think they were absolutely stunning. I mean, even now, I look at videos and things and remember the way people were and see stuff, and I think, you know, they were definitely superior in ways that would, you know, even would challenge even today, which says something quite amazing about people and generations. And I think that it is, you know, technology can only take you so far, I think, but then it's really up to the person and the individual, you know. And well, there we are then, you know. So let's go to sleep now, and let's wake up in the morning refreshed and healthy and wise. If you have any trouble, that's another thing. It's like waking up. I wake up in the morning and I don't feel like that. That's why I found that funny, because I don't feel like that. You know, I wake up every day, and then kind of stigma, and then it's terrible. And the back of my head don't half fucking hurt when I wake up in the morning, fellas. Don't half hurt. So anyway, I think I'll delete this video, and or maybe should I keep it for a little while and then delete? So allow various agencies to look at the information, and maybe study this, because you might be able to learn something from my ridiculous behavior. So, good evening, viewers. Good night, and have a pleasant dream. And tomorrow, when you wake up in the morning, it will just be as bad as it was before you went